Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So, I have some updates for you about the government shutdown, about how moderate Democrats are the weakest, most naive people on the planet. There's probably going to be a lot of cussing in this video. So, if you have children in the room, earmuffs, or send them out of the room, or you put in some earbuds. But yeah, I also have related Trump news about him hosting another party at Mar-a-Lago. Well, you know, he's ordering that SNAP benefits be withheld from hungry Americans. I mean, you just can't make this shit up. First, though, I want to start with Trump being confronted. This was on Fox News. He was confronted by one of his own voters about how bad the economy is. And watch how he filibusters, watch how he tries to gaslight this woman. So take a listen to this.
Tina Foley messaged me, and she says she is retired in Greensboro, North Carolina. She is a registered Republican all her life. She voted for you 3 different times, but she is not happy about how her prices have not come down that she sees. And she said this, quote, "I want the Republicans to keep control of Congress in 2026, but something has to be done fast. I don't see the best economy right now. Wall Street numbers do not reflect my Main Street money. Please do something, President Trump." So I guess what do you say to Regina and people like her?
Well, I do say this. Beef we have to get down. I think of groceries. You know, it's an old-fashioned word, but it's a beautiful word. Beef we have to get down, but we've got prices way down. And think of this. Energy. She drives a car, probably, and her energy prices are way down. And energy is so all-encompassing. It's so big that when energy goes down, everything comes down. Everything follows it. And I have energy down to 5-6 year lows now.
Yeah. So he has energy down to 5 to 6 year lows, you guys, but everything's going up. Do not think it means what you think it means. And I love how he tries to run the clock whenever he's trying to think of something to say. Like, groceries, oh, it's an old-fashioned word, old-fashioned but beautiful word. What? What are you talking about? It's not an old-fashioned word. It's just a word. It's the word that people use to describe the food that they buy at the grocery store. The food that they have in their pantry and in their refrigerators. Like, what? He is freaking insane. He is insane, and he is such a liar, and he's so obviously trying to, like I said, run out the clock, waste some time until he comes up with something to say. He's like the insurance companies, right? Only it's distract, deflect, and deny. It's like, Trump, your Delta Tau Chi name is Donald Triple D. Anyway, so I don't mean to laugh because this, like I said, I'm pissed. I am freaking beyond pissed today at the Democrats. So last Thursday, Trump told reporters that his administration couldn't send out SNAP benefits because the government has to maintain liquidity. I am not kidding. That was his excuse. Take a look at this. So he told the reporters, quote, "Our country has to remain very liquid because problems, catastrophes, wars could be anything. We have to remain liquid. We can't give everything away. So we're going to starve people purposely because we have to maintain liquidity. Who cares if a baby can't eat, right? Who cares if children go to bed with their stomachs rumbling and in pain?" And then over the weekend, he ordered states to stop paying out full SNAP benefits for this month. Check this out. So he is choosing not to help Americans who don't have enough food to eat. This is not like he can't do it, we don't have the money. No, he is making this choice. The Democrats were perfectly positioned with this. And before I get into all of that, at the same time all of this is going down, He's throwing another party down at Mar-a-Lago. Take a look at this. This was just part of the spread that they had with shrimp and crab and all kinds of stuff. Now, you can see from the photo, this was a CPAC party, which is for those who don't know, it's the Conservative Political Action Convention. But he was there. There are videos of him and photos of him there enjoying himself partying while Americans are losing sleep over the economy, can't figure out how to pay their bills. I just read an article today saying that debt is just skyrocketing. People can't afford things, so they're charging everything. And people are losing food stamps, they're losing health insurance. So the Democrats were in the perfect position. They just won all of those elections last week. They just were handed a mandate. The voters said, in no uncertain terms, we don't like Trump. We don't like what he's doing. We're pissed off at the Republican Party. They're not stepping up. They're not holding him to account. They're not being checks and balances. We want Democrats in charge. Donald Trump is making mistake after mistake. The optics on all of this are horrific for him and the Republican Party. So they were in position to force the Republicans' hand. They were in the position to force them to give an extension on health insurance subsidies for people who desperately need it. As usual, though, the centrists caved. So instead of taco, it's now DACO. It is Democrats always chicken out. This is exactly why their approval rating is in the dirt. This is 100% what Democratic voters like me are sick of. The fucking weakness. And this highlights the complete weakness, the complete fecklessness of Senate Minority Leader, Chuck Schumer. So 8 senators who caucus with the Democratic Party voted along with the Republicans to end this shutdown. So this includes the man you see there on your screen, which is Independent Senator Angus King. He always votes with and caucuses with the Democrats. In addition to him, here's who voted to screw over Americans, to potentially kill cancer patients. Because keep in mind, this isn't just a fight for the sake of a fight. This is people who have diseases, who have illnesses, children who are fighting disease, fighting cancer, who cannot afford their care, their medical care and their treatments without their health insurance. These are the senators who chose to give them a big fucking middle finger and cave. So you have Senators Jackie Rosen and Catherine Cortez Masto. They're both from Nevada. Dick Durbin, he is from Illinois. Of course, traitor John Fetterman of Pennsylvania, who shouldn't even be a Democrat anymore. Freaking brain damaged man. I mean, he is the poster child for the fact that you have to have some sort of brain damage to be conservative. And I say that jokingly, but it's kind of true. New Hampshire Senators Maggie Hassan and Jeanne Shaheen both voted for this. Virginia Senator Tim Kaine. So this is why the moderates need to go. This is why we need to elect true progressives. Moderates, corporate-owned Democrats, they have absolutely no freaking spine, or they're beholden to their big money donors. And so the big money donors are like, just, it's better for the economy if you just reopen the government. To hell with all the people who are going to lose their health insurance. I got mine. And even before the vote was taken, Bernie Sanders was slamming them. He urged them, please don't do this. Please reconsider. Check this out.
I know as part of this resolution that the majority leader is going to say, well, Democrats can put together their own bill, and it'll come to the floor here in the Senate for a vote. As everybody here knows, that is a totally meaningless gesture. You can get 100 votes here in the Senate. Won't mean anything because the House is not going to take it up, and the President of the United States certainly will not sign it. So, Mr. President, I hope that anybody here who is thinking of voting for this reconsiders goes back home and talks to their constituents and asks them what it will mean if their health care premiums are doubled or tripled. Thank you, Mr. President.
He is 100% correct. He also said, which wasn't in this video, but he said that this shutdown was essentially a waste of time because they gained nothing. And he's completely right. Axios is trying to spin this as a win. They're saying, oh, well, you know, the Democrats secured reinstatement of the 4,000 employees that Trump and Russ Vought laid off last month. Okay, so we're right back to square one. The people who were laid off are now back at work and they're going to get back pay. But what did we gain? So we put these people through hell for what? I mean, seriously. And I was listening to somebody else and they were saying, this is the same deal that they had on day one. This is the same exact deal, pretty much, that the Republicans offered to the Democrats to get them to go along with their extension on their funding bill from the beginning. So what did we accomplish? You put the country through hell. You caused pain and suffering and worry. For what? You got nothing in the end. It is so infuriating. People were very serious, or with, I should say, very serious medical conditions, are still going to lose their access to health care. They're still not going to be able to afford their insurance premiums. And Democrats seemingly fell for another Republican head fake because they're saying, oh, well, Republicans promised us that in December, they're going to let us vote on extending the health insurance subsidies. First of all, there's no guarantee that that is ever going to happen. The Republicans have done this before. They've promised things like this before, and then they go, oh, well, yeah, sorry, I know what we said, but we're not going to do it. And then even if they do, so what? So what? Like Bernie Sanders was saying, even if they take a vote in the Senate, and by some miracle, if it passes, because remember, Republicans are still in the majority. So let's say by some miracle, Republicans go, wow, we took a real ass kicking in that election, in all of those elections last week or last month. You know, by the time it's voted on, it'll be December. Maybe we should go along with this. Maybe we should extend the healthcare subsidies. Even if it does, like Bernie Sanders pointed out, it is never going to pass in the House. So Democrats got tricked again. They folded. They got nothing as usual. This is why I say I will never, ever again cast another vote for a centrist Democrat in any race or any fake progressive. This party needs a giant wake-up call from the voters. They need to be cracked across the ass with a wet towel. They do not get it. I am done. I am done with them telling us that they know better than we do. And that, oh, you just need to accept what we choose because, you know, we're the smart ones. We know best, little voters patting us on the head. We pay their salaries. We are their boss, not the other way around. They're supposed to do what we want. All of these feckless SOBs who voted for this need to be voted out. They need to be replaced with progressives who have some freaking ovaries. I'm done with these people. And anyone who says, oh, well, you have to vote. You have to vote. Oh, you're going to let the Republicans win. They're winning already. They're already winning because you have these people who may as well be Republicans. What is the freaking difference? We're going to have we'll have control, and it'll be with people like this. There will be people like this in the party who over and over again cave and give in and bend the knee and do what the Republicans would never do. If the roles were reversed, the Republicans would never cave like this, especially not after just winning across the country. Hell, Donald Trump won by 1.5%. And according to them, they have this huge mandate and they can do whatever the hell they want. They can thumb their nose at the courts. They can violate the Constitution. They can violate the laws of this country. They can arrest and detain U.S. citizens. They can go kill people in extrajudicial bombings in the middle of the ocean. They can send people to foreign country gulags without any evidence that they've committed a single crime, and most of them that we now know did not. And yet, Democrats are given a mandate, handed votes on a silver freaking platter, and told, yes, we like this fight. We like that you're finally doing something. Thank you for stepping up for us. We're going to vote for you en masse and help you across the country. And what do they do to thank us for that? For our loyalty over and over and over fucking again? They spit in our faces. So yeah, I'm done. I am fucking done. Unless they put up progressive candidates in my district, unless they put up a true progressive as a Democratic presidential candidate, I am not voting. I will never vote for a Republican, but I will sit my ass home. And no, Gavin Newsom is not a true progressive. He can say all he wants that, he's against this, reopening of the government and he's on our side and, Democrats caved. I don't trust him. This is the same guy who screwed over workers because one of his friends owns Panera Bread. It makes a special carve out for them with the minimum wage that he set in California. When it comes down to it, he will always side with his big money donors as well. He's putting on a good show right now, but he's full of shit. As a Californian, I can tell you that for sure. So no, I'm done with this freaking middle of the road, milquetoast. Let's get along. Let's negotiate. Let's find a way to work with them. Fuck that. These people are psycho. The MAGA Republicans in Congress are psychopaths. They are sociopaths. They don't give a damn. They go along with everything that Donald Trump is doing, all of his fascist bullshit, all of his authoritarian regime changes and policies and murdering innocent people, kidnapping innocent people, disappearing migrants. They're going along with all of that. Those are the people that these Democrats, that these centrists just caved to and negotiated with. So no, fuck you. So I'm done. I'm done. Until they learn their lesson and understand that we're serious, that's it. That's it. Put up progressives or I'm out. So anyway, guys, yeah, that's where we stand. Once again, Democrats prove how weak they are. Prove that they will just go along with everything. They will always cave. This is why they never win. This is why we never win as their voters and why we can't have nice things. So anyway, I will keep you posted. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.